Hi guys! Welcome back to Lost in the Americas! I'm Nicole Booth, and in this vlog, I'll be showing you the best and saltiest of Bolivia. What do I mean by saltiest? Stay tuned to find out. Ever heard of El Salar de Uyuni? Or Uyuni Salt Flats? Well, happily, we got to go there. Uyuni Salt Flats isn't any old salt pan, though. It's actually the largest salt flat in the whole world. Luckily, it was right where we were passing by in Bolivia, and we stayed there for a few days. What do you even see or do in a salt flat, you ask? Well, in Uyuni, you can hire a special guide who knows all about the salt flats very well. And he or she can take you in a special 4x4 car, and you can get into the actual salt flat. It was amazing to see all the endless kilometers of salt. Reminded me of the Nicole Depression. Check out my Ethiopia vlog. Something that surprised me a lot was that on top of all the salt, there was a layer of salty water. Sometimes a thin layer, other times very deep. Then the guide explained that salt flats are made from the salty lakes or even the sea that dried up thousands of years ago. Also, under the layers of salt that slowly formed, there is a lot of water. The water also gave the surroundings an amazing touch. You can see the sky above you and the sky below you. And that mirror effect was one of the most beautiful sights I have ever seen. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I shrunk my mom and dad. I guess you do get tired of your family once in a while when you're traveling together all the time. Luckily, they returned back to normal after a while. Aren't those false perspective photos so much fun? Now, you might be thinking, does anybody do anything with all this salt? Turns out, this salt is actually what you eat. But how does this salt turn into the salt that we put on our table? We went to the processing plant to find that out. Here are some salt blocks. They're really cool because you can see all the layers of every single year that passed. And you can see how much water there was that year too. They take these bigger particles and then they combine it with this iodine. Then they put it in this grinder and it grinds it all up, and then it becomes this much finer salt. And then they put it in little bags like this, and this is what goes to the supermarket. Now we choose to buy our own salt. I chose this salt with garlic. Look, Nicole, I got this little container made out of salt. Cool. And the woman hand painted it. That's awesome. Cool, right? And do you remember those salt bricks I just showed you? Believe it or not, there's an entire salt hotel made out of those bricks. It's entirely made out of salt. The walls, the furniture, even the decorations, everything. Isn't it amazing? That's super cool. I hope you enjoyed this salty adventure. But wait, there's more. We're leaving the salt flats and heading to the capital city of La Paz. We were able to see this beautiful city from up on a hill, and we walked along the streets, meeting some very friendly and happy people. La Paz is oddly placed in between hills and valleys. That makes it hard to build roads, so they only built a few. Because of that, there was a lot of traffic. But one of the solutions they found was an aerial cable car. They built an awesome set of cable cars, each line color-coded above the city. And what an eco-friendly way to travel. It feels really cool but kind of creepy. Just don't look down. You might think that the cable car was just for tourists looking for another perspective of the city. But the fascinating part was that the cable cars are now the normal way that people get to work. It's so much easier than going through the traffic every day. I loved it. It's awesome. What do you think? I hope you enjoyed exploring Bolivia with me. Next episode, we'll be traveling to Peru. Stay tuned for ancient Inca ruins, floating islands, and so much more. See you soon, everyone!